I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. My name? You can call me Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. As always, I am your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today I just got back from Cold Pursuit, and I don't even know what to think of this movie. When the trailer for this came out, I had hopes for it. I had hopes that it was going to find this balance of violence and laughs, and I just don't know about this one. There's things I really liked about it. There's things I really didn't. I'll start from the beginning. The plot of this movie is about this man of the year in Colorado. He plows this road every day that keeps people connected to civilization, and everyone likes him, and he helps people, and he abides by having stayed on the straight and narrow, which that actually comes into play because his brother is a former criminal. And what happens is his son ends up getting killed, and whenever him and his wife go to see the body, they tell him that his son OD'd and he was a druggie, and they're like, he's not a druggie. Well, this leads to their marriage falling apart, and Liam Neeson's character going off the deep end and starts hunting down the people behind his son's killing because he does not believe his son was a druggie, which he was not. When this movie works, it works really well. I really was enjoying it at first, even though there's some things I wasn't liking. One of the things I didn't like, and these might be minor spoilers, so bear with me. I have not had a lot of time to think about this movie again. I just got back. I didn't understand why the character's wife got so mad at him and left him. She was mad at him because he didn't know his son as well as I guess she thought he did. I don't know. It's just kind of where she leaves him all alone, and he's been going out and things like that. And like I said, he ends up killing some people. She doesn't know, of course, but they go distant. She leaves, and that never really gets resolved past that. It's like, she's gone. Laura Dern's in the movie, and Laura Dern's not in the movie, and she's gone. So there's that. But when he's hunting these guys down at first, it's really working. But then the movie goes in a bunch of different other directions. It goes where we follow the drug dealer he's after and his failed marriage and his son. So there's this whole thing about sons going on, because then there's also the Native American side of the story, which is a rival drug outfit that's against they have a partnership, I guess, but that partnership goes to shambles throughout this movie. We'll just say that when the wrong person is killed. So there's this whole thing about sons with the villains and our hero. So there is that, all together. But I thought there were just too many things going on, which it might have worked, and at times it did. I mean, they would follow the Native Americans, and they would follow the other drug dealer, and then they would go back to Liam Neeson's character. I didn't really think they found a good balance of the characters, because there was times where Liam Neeson's character would disappear for probably a little bit too long, being that he's the main guy in the movie, But then also, when it came to the humor and the serious side, I don't think it found a very good balance either. There was times where you would think the movie would be dead serious, but then something that's supposed to be funny would happen. Sometimes it would be funny, but it would feel like it's in the wrong spot. And sometimes they would think it's funny, but it wouldn't be, even though it might have been a good time to have something humorous happen. The movie does, I'm not going to say it's overly predictable, but there's things that happen in the movie that it's like, well, I bet I know where this is going to lead. This is going to have, it telegraphs itself just a little too much. So there's really no mystery there, and there's not really supposed to be. This movie knows what it is, but and that's kind of a I don't know if it was trying to be a dark comedy, but it definitely has a silly side to it, and you could probably put it in the dark comedy-ish type territory. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like it struck a great balance. One thing I did like, again, was when Liam Neeson was hunting down characters. And as the movie would go on, anytime someone would die, they would post their name and their nickname up on the screen. And if they had a particular faith, like one of the guys was Jewish, and you would see the Star David above his name, or there'd be a cross or something like that. So I did like that. That was kind of neat. And there was a scene where a lot of people died and they flashed a bunch of names on the screen. But then this movie, like I said, it goes on and things happen, and it's weird because it's even the way it ends. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the ending's just, it ends on a joke, I guess you could call it, or a gag. And it's just like, really? Why? And it's too bad, because I think the idea was good. It's just the execution was not. There's really not a whole lot more I can say about this one. When it works and it's violent, it works, especially, again, when Liam Neeson's character's killing people. But the rest of the time, I mean, the villain, Viking, played by Tom Bateman, he's very over the top, and at times it works, at times it doesn't. So yeah, for me, I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. It wasn't a very good movie. For the most part, I think I would call it a disappointing movie, because maybe I had some expectations for this one, or some hopes for this one that didn't really play out for me. Yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend it. If I were to give any kind of recommendation, I would say definitely a rental, but I wouldn't put it on a big recommendation list to rent. And it's a little disappointing because the whole Liam Neeson Jerry action thing has been getting kind of old, and I was hoping that the way this trailer looked, it would be a good way of him going out of doing Jerry action movies, because he said this is his last type of movie like this. Which I'm kind of glad, because that means he's probably going to go do some more serious roles. But I was kind of hoping he would go out with a bang, and instead, I won't say he went out with a whimper, but it definitely wasn't an explosion. So yeah, this one, at the very best, is a rental, but even that I'm not going to fully recommend. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to the Real Geno YouTube channel, like this video, and you have anything to say about Cold Pursuit, feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Until next time, I'm your host, the Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. See you later.